When did you first realise that you were straight? Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Yeah. Good. Great. Everything's great. Yeah. Well, no, it's not great. It's could be better.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah. Sure.
You're here applying for asylum based on your status as a straight, cis man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's very difficult for me.
You know, I'm under a lot of persecution.
But I am straight.
No, sure, yeah. So you're claiming to be straight.
Yes.
And you feel repressed, is that right?
Yes.
We're just going to have to ask a few questions, go through a few tests in order to try and determine whether or not you are a straight woman and prove beyond reasonable doubt that you are indeed persecuted in your home country. When did you first realise that you were straight? Date and time, if possible, please.
I guess I've always known.
Even as like a baby, you knew.
I don't think you don't decide or choose, do you? You're just sort of born that way. So I don't think I ever figured out. I just always have been.
I don't know. Can't answer.
So I've got to basically be
Sure.
as straight as I can right now.
If you like.
Okay, in which case I've been straight since the day I was born.
What is it about a woman that you find attractive?
You're trying to get me into trouble.
Honestly, it depends. It depends on different men. Quite like a man's penis.
Hair, eyes. Those are good. You know.
So you're sexually attracted to hair?
No. That's not what I mean.
And eyes?
You know, like sexy eyes.
You can be specific.
Yes, please.
Boobs.
Tits.
Breasts are good.
Do you frequent any straight clubs at all? Weatherspoons? Or
Weatherspoons.
Weatherspoons?
I go to pubs. Yeah, no, it doesn't specifically have to be a Weatherspoons. I'd rather it wasn't.
No, I don't really go clubbing anymore. I'm 28.
Fabric.
Right, so fabric, you're claiming
Fabric.
is straight club, right?
Yeah.
I would like you to draw me the floor plan of fabric.
I mean, it's really dark in there.
What a
I was
shame.
usually quite drunk. It
Awkward.
has like 18 rooms.
Better start doing it then, hadn't you?
What? How are you meant?
Start with the door.
This is the 90s room, and there's a light-up dance floor.
The 90s were pretty gay though, weren't they?
Yeah, and they play Spice Girls here.
Oh,
Spice Girls.
thank you, yeah.
And there's a bar.
So you like the Spice Girls room?
Yeah, that's my favourite
Does
room.
that seem like a very straight thing to do? To go to a bar and dance to Spice Girls?
It does the way I do it.
What's your favourite type of like straight music?
Does it have to be about like a straight relationship or
You know, like not Kylie. Nickelback? Look at this photograph.
Every time it even makes me laugh.
Couldn't cut it as a
Man either.
man.
I'm not being dragged into this.
Mind me. When did you first have a straight intercourse?
You know I'm trying to be like a serious journalist.
Date and time, please.
Do you need me to really go into more detail? Is that?
Ever had a child?
No.
Well, that would have really helped your case, wouldn't it?
I've decided not to have kids yet because I'm young and I don't really believe the Earth will be around for long enough for a child to exist.
Would have been handy evidence, though, wouldn't it?
Yes,
having
that
a
is the best
child.
reason to have a child, I think. Evidence.
Got a couple of stimuli for you. Say what you see.
That's a rainbow flag. It's a rainbow flag.
What does that mean?
Gay people and the overarching LGBTQ plus community.
Very good. You got all the letters and the plus. Well done. Can you identify this at all?
That's a
What's
bad
funny?
photocopy. I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that the straight flag? That's really mean if that's the straight flag. That's the straight flag.
Really?
Like, really? There's a Tumblr.
From Tumblr?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the authority?
Can you
That
tell me
seems
what
about right.
each shade means?
So apathy, entitlement,
They don't mean anything.
Nickelback, avocados, and
White
family.
people.
Yeah,
Good,
white people.
good,
Yeah, exactly.
good,
Yeah,
excellent.
that's the one.
Yes, very good.
I'm just questioning their design principles. Good. Well done, Tumblr. What's the next stimulant?
I'm going to show you 8 profiles of people who have mental afflictions. Let me know if anything particularly moves you in a particular way. Just tell me when to stop if you see one. Anything?
Can I take that home for my nighttime times?
Oh, wow. Hello, sexy.
So aroused? Leave that there. Ready for the next one? Put it back. Ready for the next one?
I don't think I am.
I'm sort of worried about him. I'm not sure what he's seen.
You know, it's like someone's just throwing equations at him and he just doesn't know what to do.
These, to me, don't look like mental afflictions. They look like this is my characters.
Rorschach test. You know what that is?
That's when you say first thought that comes to mind.
Yeah, when I show you some blotty blot blots.
Okay.
It's Princess Leia with 2 berets on each bun. 1 bear on each bun, 2 berries total. Sorry.
Apron.
Apron.
The tongue emoji.
Well, fuck.
I see a ribcage.
Oh, it's actually a load of aubergines and the squirt emoji.
Oh, right. I thought it was, yeah, good.
This feels like a very happy chap who's having a nice day. And they both just seem like someone who's comfortable, who's having a nice time. This one is just
It's a bit gay, isn't it?
A bit gay and a bit funny.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say it's a bit gay?
You've said it now, haven't you?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Did I pass?
We'll let you know in about 6 months.
Okay.
But you'll be fine. But you're not going to be able to work for those 6 months. You kind of just have to hang out. That's all right. It's fine. You know someone, right?
Not really.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
This is horrible.
Bye-bye.
Do I just leave
You
now?
can leave now. Goodbye.
Jesus.
What would you say if I told you that all of the things that we've done today, all of the questions that I've asked you, are questions that have been asked of LGBT refugees applying for asylum in the European Union?
That is exhausting and presumably significantly less funny.
Would it surprise you to know that they even got somebody to draw the layout of a nightclub?
I thought that you had made that up. I did not think that was real because I, could not draw a floor plan of my own flat.
Yeah.
So
It's meant to be like you're adhering to the LGBT lifestyle. Like somebody was asked to draw a floor plan of heaven, of the club in London.
because the LGBT lifestyle is like
That
drawing
is-
blueprints.
Yes, yeah, no, we're really, really into blueprints and architecture. Didn't you know?
If I really was leaving my country because being straight was banned, then I couldn't attend a straight club. So, of course, I'm going to answer no, but then you're sat there going, you know, it's just like sitting a really shitty exam.
So the Zondi test, somebody doing the test is told to choose like a couple of portraits of people who genuinely have been diagnosed with like schizophrenia, depression, homosexuality, because it was a mental illness back in the day. And then that is meant to be able to give me information to try and figure out what mental illnesses you have.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
And they still do this?
The Zondi test and other similar kind of like personality tests were only deemed to be inappropriate to like try and prove somebody's sexuality this year in 2018.
That is just, I mean, wow.
Was there anything in particular that I asked you that particularly like took you aback or like shocked you or felt really invasive?
Oh, like asking when I first had sex. Rude. It's like how dare you?
You're in a really strange surroundings. You're probably you're not giving sort of natural answers. You're kind of stressed. You're kind of anxious. So I'm guessing the answers that you give aren't really that accurate.
It's something that is inside of you and it's so conflicting within you, and it's something that you wish that you didn't have anyway, and then trying to prove that you have something when you spent your entire time trying to deny it would just be really, really tough.
Some countries like the Netherlands and the UK actually have really, really good guidelines.
Okay.
Problem is, those guidelines aren't always carried out fantastically. So you end up with these great ideas of being able to assess somebody's vulnerability and all of that kind of stuff. But then the people who actually end up carrying it out, the people who would be in my place asking those questions, are not well trained enough, do not understand LGBT culture well enough, do not understand the cultures that these people are coming from well enough and how those things intersect. And so you end up with a huge spectrum of different types of experiences from people who have gone through this process.
Right, right. That's scary.
It took me 13 years to be able to get to safety. And
13 years?
Yes. To say, yes, I am free. But even though that I'm free, I'm still not free.